episode 42. This is the episode where we find the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Not really, but I would settle for an answer to, I don't know, a safe code or one of the realm sigils, or even just one more stamp. I was actually looking through the scrapbook again, and it seems like I filled in quite a few things since the last time I looked, which was one of the very early episodes. The secret garden key is still our first item checked, obviously, but it's still our top checked item. The jackhammer never overtook it, despite how long I kept it checked in. I guess we didn't frequently check in the jackhammer because we just didn't get the code check that many times. And my favorite floor plan is, I guess, the gift shop, currently, so I don't really agree with that. It is free, and if we can get it onto the floor plan, just in case we get money, it's good to get whatever we get as a permanent upgrade. This other stuff, most drafted, most paid for, most time spent, I guess that makes sense. And yeah, the den is still the most time I spent because of that one episode where I just left the game running, because you can't save and quit. And this is new, contraptions I've made. I forgot that the magnifying glass and metal detector made the burning glass last episode and had to look it up again. But yeah, we kinda want that. We have the power hammer currently in the code check. Lucky Purse would also be good for buying the stuff from anywhere, but also from the souvenir shop we currently have. And this one. I didn't realize all of these stamps would be added here, but I'm glad they are, because sometimes they just don't very clearly appear on the letters that we're looking at. That or the colors feel like they're off or something. It feels like when they're lined up this way, the colors are a lot easier to make out. But notably, we don't have the stupid diamond, pink, and blue stamp that's been notably covered up every time we got that one letter in the mailroom, or those several letters in the mailroom from that one guy. I don't know, it feels like they're cheating me. Just remove the page and let me look at that stupid stamp. I've seen the stamp, I know what it looks like, I just haven't had a close-up look at it yet. Because you always cover it with a different page. And then there's one other stamp which I don't know, but this will be helpful for, I guess, getting a better look with the colors and everything else. If I get a magnifying glass, I might want to get pictures for better reference from here. But also, there seems to be some kind of note that I don't think I saw last time, next to the magnifying glass. I'll probably want to get that note when I actually get the magnifying glass later, and we have the library too. I tried to stand up next to my TV and couldn't read it out. And yeah, my most avoided floor plan is the clock tower currently. It overtook whatever else was my most avoided floor plan. Even though this is, I'm pretty sure, hinted at by that one note that tells us where one of those all-important keys are. I keep on avoiding the clock tower because it keeps on being a dead end when I don't want a dead end. Like when I was trying to get a full house or something, or just doing anything else. Well, I'm okay to have dead ends today. Give me the clock tower. Let me make progress. Maybe it's gonna be behind this door right now. Lockpick. Yep, there's the clock tower. It's a good thing that we had the library. Gives us all of these rare rooms, right? Well, this kind of locks us out from the corner room, but I did just say that I'm okay with getting a dead end, so yeah, we're doing it. Oh, and we start with one key for every time room, which is just this room so far. Again, when I selected this as one of the things that we could get from all of the rooms available, it felt like this wasn't a very great boon for us. But I guess the main thing would be if there's the actual key inside. Oh, there's a key. Not this key, the other key. The actual realm key, whatever. Oh, would you look at that? Can we make this like the thumbnail? Try not to step outside of the room and decrease our step counter. Maybe if we get like a bit higher up, it'd be a better thumbnail. Maybe something like this. Or just in here. This is a much better place to take a picture from. Oh, and the clock tower is a rook room. I guess I could write that down, but I only need to know that if I actually change the boon that I have. We can see the entire house from here. Which is kind of a funny thing to say, but it's just so rare that we can see the entire house, I guess. Before we touch that stuff, I guess that might be the only thing to touch. What about this? Looks like nothing. No candles to light or anything. This could be our thumbnail. Maybe just like straight out the window. Or just this. This works. We want it slightly off-center because I always crop the image to remove the UI. So it has to be slightly to the left, because the bottom left corner has no UI. Also, maybe an angle like this could work. Okay, that's enough fishing. Only this one on the, what is this? The west side is broken for some reason. Oh, it's not turning because the gear isn't long enough or something. I guess. All this exposed machinery, kinda dangerous, you know? But yeah, all of the minute hands are moving except for the one over there. And it's frozen at... Is this worth noting? Which one's the hour hand? This one's the hour hand, so that's 2:30 it's frozen at? Does that matter? Oh, there's a sigil. Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore. Carried by westerly winds, robed like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. 4 spelled like the number 4th. And this is a symbol for Horus, isn't it? Or Rindo, whatever. And then this? Wait, we can't pick it up. What is this? Damn it. We got another damn puzzle on our hands. And there's nothing we can interact with, meaning we can't just get the key by getting the clock tower, we have to do something. First of all, I'm gonna take a photo of this. This might be another puzzle I'm gonna end up having to look up. So far that's only really been the gallery puzzle or the room 8 puzzle, but bigger puzzles like this, puzzle type 3, long time since I used that term, I like to try to solve on my own. So yeah, these pretty much definitely have to do with the different clocks here, right? The north, south, east, and west. But what could we do with that information? Southward I see a swan, ashen like the sands of the shore. An ashen swan in the south. This is south. I don't see an ashen swan though. Carried by westerly winds. Rogue like the moon of the North. Well, there's the moon of the North. What does it mean to be rogue, though? And what does carried by westerly winds mean? I guess that has to do with, like, the swan? No, wait, this is east. West is this way. Not that it matters, we still don't know what that means. This is the one that's frozen, but, eastward, I see a crow. Dark are the days coming forth. Oh, here's a crow. Yeah. Wait, maybe... Could this hint, like... Maybe also have to do with just, like, getting the right room with a picture of a crow in it? How else would we see a crow, other than this? I assumed we'd have to, like, look through this to find out something about the puzzle, but... Maybe this is a crow? I got nothing. What even is this thing? Oh, this is... Oh, let's take a picture of that. Right. That's part of the sigils. That's what I'm looking for. The realm sigils. And just to quickly refer to our old book, the guide that taught us all about these things in the first place. Photos, where is that book? Here. So the colors... This looks like on the edge it has the horizontal and the vertical lines, right? So that's violet. This one's violet. Oh, this is the realm sigil for Araja. So let me note that down. Where is the page of my notes with all of that written in? Here we go. So yeah, purple, Araja, I guess violet, whatever. And we have the core for that, which is the hourglass shape, obviously. But now we can add to the note... Well, we know it's violet, so... Let's look to the notes again. These other things other than the color, these are the motes. And the flowers... represent poetic. Yeah, that makes sense for a Raja, I guess. From what we know of, like, the general feel of a Raja. So I'll just draw, like, a symbol of a flower or something. Same 5-petaled flower that we see here. There. A rudimentary flower in my notes, I guess. That's really all the information we got for this so far, but, I guess this hint is probably for another key. This is the room with all the clocks high up. Probably can't get higher than this. So I'm pretty sure we have to solve this somehow. If we could, like, move this swan to the south. I don't know. Again, I might just have to come back here later, but... There's nothing we can really do here to solve the puzzle. I think we have to, like, solve it somewhere else. Maybe, like, the placement of the clock tower so that this hint makes sense. Like, we have to place it directly south of the moon, or just so that we can, like, see it to the north. Or maybe it's, like, visible now, so it counts. Pretty much any location we'll be able to see that moon right there, so as long as we put it somewhere, it's going to be able to see it, right? I don't know where there would be a swan to see here, though. Would we even have to like draft rooms to make this puzzle make sense? Like something to the west to make this make sense and something else to the east to make it make sense? I don't know. The crow to the east. Let's go back to the library, I guess. I just don't know. There's no crow here. So it's not referring to like a crow immediately to the east of the clock tower. I guess it does mean the crow that's on the painting? The sketch? Maybe. Well, now what? I guess we just play the game like normal. Sure, unlock it. We could make the dark room, sure. We'll shield ourselves from the effect. Better to get this than the aquarium, which we would waste one of our shielded effects from. Free key. I kind of want to see this note again. This thing about Hartley's room, but I guess it doesn't really matter. It would just be the same thing that we already know, right? That it lies or something. Never really understood that note. Damn. It's kind of bad to use keys this far north. Because in the end it means that we're just getting more likely chances that we find another locked door. And we can't get more resources. But sure. We're heading south, just use the key. Maybe it'll be unlocked. This does go back to the foundation, but we're not really here to save steps. We're here to spend steps to raise our allowance. The nursery would be nice because it lets us get some steps back. And we do lose steps every time we draft a red room, but I think we'd prefer this, just to make sure that we get more red rooms to spend. Oh, I didn't need to do this. I didn't need to step in here, I just wasted a step. Oh wait, I do have a shovel though, I forgot. Where else could we have dug up? I guess the foundation. Should I walk all the way back to the beginning? I guess what I could do is just continue here until I run out of keys, and then go back to the beginning. We don't have the trophy room, so it's only 20 steps today. If we do some more spreads or something, we'll get more meals, because we still have the blessing of the chef for a little longer. Just need some spread rooms. Yeah, the lockpick didn't work, so just use the normal key. Okay, now we're getting the bad rooms, kind of. We don't immediately want the archives, because then a red room might be archived. So yeah, make this the gym, I guess. We can waste a little bit of steps to just kind of peek in. There's a key there, I guess. The car keys. And we'll see if this door is unlocked. Oh, the garage. Oh, we're out of gems. Great. What a waste. Damn it. This would have been great. We could have gotten the items inside the car and the keys we're so desperately missing. Just give me the parlor, I guess. It's locked. We can't open it. I guess we're going back to the start. Question is, do we want to cash in our gems now? I think we might as well, right? We have 6 rooms. 6 gems is pretty good. A box next to this box contains gems, which can only mean the white one, if this was true. And if it was false, it would be not the white one, either one of these two. Both boxes next to this box contain gems. Only one box contains gems by the rules of the game. So this one is the one telling false forever. It's always false, whatever. A box next to this box is true, which can only be the white box, but not so. It's false. These two are false, so this one is true, meaning the white box has the gems, right? Yeah. Well, we got gems now, but now we need keys. And we could have had keys if we had gems to get the garage. Funny how that works. Alright, back to the beginning. Oh wait, we might have found some keys in here. Yeah, we found a key. Great. Well, maybe I can still get the garage. But I think going back to the gym to try to get the garage may be a bad move. Probably want to start back by the entrance hall anyway. Yeah, this room, it's mostly trash, isn't it? This was also mostly trash, barely any coins. Now getting coins is kinda useless to us compared to the allowance that we can get. I guess I could have bought more keys, so I shouldn't say that they're useless. Do I want to buy keys now? Before we go further in? Maybe. What else am I going to spend it on? We don't have enough for the swimbird. Oh, but I could save for more keys. Okay, I guess we'll do that. I just wasted a couple of steps there. Great. Well, this day's pretty much over unless I figure something out for the steps. We can open the locked trunk, I guess. That's generally a good use of keys. Sometimes it contains a key plus extra. More gems. Not exactly what I wanted. I'll take them. Could open that to get more coins for the keys, but that's not really a good idea at this point, is it? Alright, we're back here. Everything should be unlocked. Ooh. Yeah, make it the observatory. We'll get the lavatory another time. We just don't want dead ends right now. Not where there's still so much to explore. And more chances for red rooms, I guess. Plus an extra star. What's our bonus today? Our bonus is, look at all them gems. And some steps, I guess that helps. And extra delicious apples. Not that we've seen any, I don't think. Yep, breakfast nook goes where we want and lets us recover some steps and also gives us a key. Alright, at some point we are going to want some more red rooms. Either we go to the corner for the morning room, get some extra gems for today and tomorrow, or get some more rooms while going north with the pantry. I guess this does let us buy the extra keys we need. The deal on 3 keys for 12. Oh, and an apple. Extra delicious. Still avoiding the red room just temporarily if we can get more rooms, so yeah, the den. It might just be locked behind here though. This last door. Is that a dig spot? No. The base of a lamp. Oh, there it is. We were waiting for this. Although we don't really have the coins for it, I do want to see it. The morning room. Or, no. The armory. I guess this could also be the thumbnail. But it won't really be the thumbnail if I can't really draft anything from it, can I? The armory is a horse, of course. This could be the thumbnail. Although maybe more like this. Or this? I don't know. In case I do use it as the thumbnail. Still probably the clock tower though. Although we didn't really do anything in the clock tower. Are these the things to buy? I guess they are. The Morning Star. So I read about these when I was looking up the armory to see if it was a good deal to get this. But let's actually look at this again. Can knock the locks off chests and trunks. For 8 coins. And tomorrow morning gain 1 star. Seems like a very basic thing, but kinda good. Like an alternate sledgehammer, but you can't craft with it. Other options are the self-igniting torch. Oh. Can light candles and ignite fuses. Right. Yeah, if we get this, we don't need the magnifying glass laser contraption. Oh, and this was also an item. The Night Shield. Once per day while drafting, you can equip Night Shield to ignore the negative effect of any one red room, but only once per day. It's kind of like a worse shelter, I guess. But you get to choose which red room, it's not just the first 3 rooms. It's only 8 coins though, so I guess if you have a lot of coins like we have been getting, then it's not the worst deal. But yeah, I think we want this. And I guess we can come back for this other stuff if we want to. This would be nice to have, but we're kind of running low on steps, aren't we? So actually, did I have a picture of this? I mentioned that I looked up all the places I can use the torch on. I don't think I actually took a picture of it. No, it seems like... I'll have to just look this up right now, I guess. Blue Prince torch. And on the Burning Glass page of the wiki, here are the locations. So yeah, I'll just take a screenshot of this with my phone. And now that I have all the locations saved, I don't have to look any further for like spoilers or whatever. So yeah, all of these places that we've seen before. The tunnel, the chapel, the freezer, the tomb, the trading post, the abandoned mine, and the apple orchard. We've seen the trading post dynamite, but we haven't like done anything with it. Again, I'm still not sure if you have to like move that safely somehow. I've only seen this location, so I don't know if you can just use the torch, the torch lighting thing straight away. The candle lighting thing, whatever. We've been to the tomb. We've seen the freezer as an option to draft, but we've never actually drafted it. But I guess we could light the candles there. We've done the chapel. And I was confused by the tunnel. But after a little bit of searching, it did seem like the tunnel was... That tunnel we went to like very early in the episodes where I guess we can pass by it on our way there, like by the entrance hall. Like the one that was underneath, near the cliff or whatever. I forgot there were even candles there. And yeah, other than that, there was the abandoned mine, which I think we did. Did we do the abandoned mine? Which one's the abandoned mine, actually? Wait. Can open up this page again. No, yeah, we did the abandoned mine, because that's the one that did all the stairs, the sigil room, right. And the apple orchard we didn't do, so... Okay. We have 1, 2... 2 locations we can do right now, and 2 locations we still have to do, and then we're done with lighting things forever, because they should be lit forever. So since we have to walk all the way back to the entrance hall anyway, before we run out of steps today, let's go ahead and light those torches. I don't, however, want to end the day quite yet, because we can still get a lot of red rooms to raise our allowance. It's a good deal. Actually, do I want to walk all the way out and all the way back? Maybe what I want to do is continue this way until it seems like we're running out of steps. Okay, aquarium, that's an easy one. It counts as a red room and there's no bad effect. I don't think we're gonna go all the way back to the north again. And I think the commissary was locked by a security door anyway, so we'd need that key. Lavatory. Just gotta make sure we still have some steps to go outside today. This would unlock a few doors to the north. But do we really need to? It would just be 2 more doors. And we kind of have a key to use anyway. Now let's just do the archives, I guess. Before we run out of steps. I think we can draft 1 more red room, and that's all I'm really comfortable with anyway. Seems like today's gonna end pretty soon. Maid's chamber. Yeah. Okay, we don't need items, sure. Now before we walk in there, if we do that, we'll have 13 steps. If we draft another red room to the north, we would be down to 8 steps. And then we would take 7, 6, 5. We'd have only 4 steps remaining in the entrance hall. So that would not be enough to light these things, so let's go back now. So I guess the first thing we want to light is down here. Did it take a step to walk down the stairs? I don't think it did. And I could have done this back when I had the burning glass, but like I said, it's been so long since I've been down here. These torches? Different torches. Oh? That was there all along? Are you kidding me? Scripps and Rutford Mining Company, Excavation Department, Foreman's Log 621. Like the website. Date 6/18/1918. The complete manifest for all of the excavation equipment has been rigorously checked and delivered to the upper branch. After tomorrow, the site will be sealed and all remaining hardware will be packed up and transported to the original access tunnel for long-term storage. Let me read that again. The complete manifest of the equipment. And that manifest was delivered to the upper branch, sure. And then the site was sealed. So this is like the last thing that they did as part of their whole excavation thing, I think. And yeah, they sealed the site and all the hardware is packed up and transported to the original access tunnel, which I'm not sure what that is. Would that be the precipice? Was that the first one they did? Or would that have been the mine shaft that leads into the basement? Not sure. It's unclear if they will also seal that tunnel after our crew has left, but I suspect they may want to keep ready access to the gear, especially now that they have begun operations in the East Mine. Right, the East Mine would be the gem cavern, I guess. A month ago, I believe that the discovery of the gemstones, there it is, in that cavern was directly linked to the closure of this site, but now I'm not so sure. The Baron doesn't seem the type to value shiny baubles over history. Yeah, they're covering up the history. Like, literally. They're saying it here that the type to value shiny baubles over history. They're trying to cover up the history of, like, the 8 realms or whatever that are recorded in that secret room. But I guess the important thing here is a blueprint, which we've never known was here the entire time. It was just too dark. This might be the original access tunnel. This could be all like the stored equipment. You found a secret floor plan. Permanently add the tunnel to the drafting pool. Always draw a tunnel while drafting in this room. Huh. So it just goes straight north. That seems to work well with my pawn strategy, I guess. Unless you run into a locked door. It's just kind of bad though, because then you lose out on all the other rooms that could be good, I guess. Well, I'm glad we got it to the room pool. And then one more thing in the orchard, I guess. Don't know what could be in the orchard that matters to light up. Actually, with our step counter, we might have enough to go back to the house and draw one more red room. Maybe not, though. It takes a few steps to get to the orchard. And another one to go in? Yeah. Absurd. Can we light this? No. That's a water fountain. That's a sundial. Is there like a torch in here? No. There was this thing which seemed to indicate like the location of a gem and also a letter where we always see this stand next to. But I guess it would have to be like a safe or something. Where's the torch? Is it these things after all? These smokestacks? Do I have to like turn this back on? Does this deactivate the elevator? I guess not. So with these on, can I like... No. What do these do again? Right, this is the new guy. The guy that replaced the old guy that was blackmailing. Anyway, these. What are these actually used for? Smart pots found among apple trees. Critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures of high altitude. Prevent frost. Kept on during the winter months. Oh, wait. Do we have to keep these on as the days go on? Like starting in December? Well, we're in December already. Does our bonus of 20 steps per day go away if it starts snowing or something? Well, we can walk back here if we have to turn it back on. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. It does say the apple orchard. Oh, right. That's a photo. I have to actually reopen the page. Alright, show the apple orchard. Details. Use to ignite the marks on the sundial in the orchard. The what? The marks? What marks? What marks where? What? What are you talking about? I don't see any marks. I can't interact with this. Hang on, I gotta look this up more. Apple orchard. Torch? Not using this other site other than the wiki. This one doesn't mention the orchard. Okay, let's try the wiki page for the apple orchard. Using the burning glass or self-igniting torch to scorch a section of the sundial's base. Oh wait, that's a little bit more spoilers than I'm happy with. A section of the sundial's base? Is this a hint that I don't have yet? Okay, let's read a little bit more at the risk of spoilers. This site. Such a pain to navigate on. On mobile. Alright, that wiki isn't exactly helpful. Let's try to find another site that mentions the sundial. This guy that's on the forum says he had these things turned off. Does that even matter for the sundial? I don't imagine. Oh. Did I just miss this? Great. I accidentally spoiled myself from the wiki on things that might happen regarding this, but I only kind of skimmed it, so I guess I only kind of know what's going on here. Although I have no idea what this is. Well, we scorched it, I guess, but we can't change it. Oh, we could match this. It's like hours and minutes. That makes sense. Well, this isn't exactly how a sundial works, but I assume this is like... Could this be... No, that's not what I want to turn. It's always targeting the wrong thing. Is this the way that we want to point for our... It kind of looks right. This direction. And then this direction for the outer one. Maybe one more? No, I don't think I have a solution for this. There are... Wait, there's like a pattern here. There's this thing at the top. This is like some kind of indicator, I think. I don't know. I was gonna count the sections. There's like 8 sections, but then this one has it divided in 2. Oh wait, I think... No, wait, hang on. I think these just line up with this. I don't think the scorch marks actually matter. Come on. I'm not moving the cursor, and yet it's like turning the wrong ones. Oh, what? Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I was doing. I was trying to match up this little line here. I thought the scorch marks had to be like the hour and the minute, but... What's the point of the scorch marks? Hang on. Even though I've already like solved this or whatever, I'm gonna read through the rest of this guy's post to see what they were trying to do. Yeah, it seems like the post that they made on the Steam forums, it didn't solve this thing. I just kind of rotated things until these 2 lines were ready, but... Does anybody have like an answer for why this is supposed to be the solution? Seems like this one person is commenting, light the base of the sundial twice, rotate 2 different pieces. And yeah, it's just a solution. I don't really know why these scorch marks are where they are, it's just what you do. But anyway, I did read something about a microchip. I thought we would get another microchip for doing this, but it seems like it's rather a place where we can insert the microchip instead. Weird. But we would need all 3 again, and we don't even know where the other 2 are. We just have the one. Well, I guess we did with this... Well, I guess we did this with a torch now, so we don't have to do it again. But... We'll need this again for the freezer and... something. The trading post, I guess. If we get the armory again, that's another free torch or candle or whatever thing. That'd have to be on another day, though. Alright, the last thing we can do is just try to draw 1 more red room. With our last step, I guess. 1, 2, 3, yeah. We do have a key if it's locked. Just to raise our allowance 1 more time. Doesn't look like a red room. Unless it's the aquarium. Oh wait. Damn. Any food in here? No. This could have worked out. If there was like food in here and we could go around to the passageway. It just doesn't work out right now, I guess. Alright, I guess we're ending today pretty soon. Look at all them gems. Useless. Alright. We'll walk here and then walk here. And then we get 2 more steps and the day isn't over. But we're gonna end the day here anyway. Just seems to make sense. At least our allowance is way bigger now. How much was that did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We raised our allowance by 9, it seems. Although no, by 10 with the aquarium. That's a lot. It was worth it. And we lit the torches too, obviously. What did the queen do again? Let's see. Blue, prince, queen... I think it was like gambit or something. Yeah, gambit of the queen. Each time you draft a room in the queen side, the west wing, lose 5 steps, gain a key. Okay. I want to try that out at some point. We'd have to do it after we get 8 steps, or to rank 8 rather. The Crimson Shopping Center. Still have to read more emails, I guess, but we'll try that next time. Which we're starting immediately, I guess. Why not? Before we do anything, though, we will spend a few steps. Just to see if this microchip can do anything on its own. I assume it doesn't, though. If we take this microchip, it's weird that this is used in a place other than here. I can't imagine why. Is there some kind of technology in the orchard? This is obviously not going to do anything, but I might as well try. There, it's in. We got nothing. Anything in here? No. Okay. You can stay there, why not? Or if we take it in our inventory, it'll respawn where it came from, right? There's no way it'll just disappear forever. Who knows, maybe we can craft with this thing. If we get the workshop, I guess we can see if it shows up in the menu. But I can't imagine Simon can craft with a microchip. I mean, he made a laser candle lighting device with a... what was it, a metal detector and a magnifying glass? So I guess maybe he knows how to work a microchip. Maybe. Alright, several steps are thoroughly wasted. Gotta spend a few more to open up the outer room. What can we get today? If it's the tomb, we can get Lady Epson's key and try to get her room. Yeah, let's do the tomb. And lo and behold, it is indeed always open, and yet not 4 dice. They don't respawn every time. I guess 4 dice every time you get the tomb after opening this up is a bit of an insane bonus. It seems like these turned off actually, but the door stayed open. So is there... pick this up first. So is this still open too? Good. Very important. Excuse us, Grandma. Gonna need this. We're reading your diary. Surely you don't mind, right? It's a historical artifact. Your family treasures it. I'm sure Simon does. I'm just here for the sweet, juicy deeds, the hot gossip. Wait. I just had a thought. After coming back from the tomb just now, the note in the tomb, when we get to the diary, it might reveal something unpleasant. I guess we'll see it if we see it. I'll just keep that thought in my mind until we actually get to the room. And now we got 47 coins. We can do better than that though. Keep on raising the allowance if we can. Bedroom. Let's try the other way. Drawing room? Sure. Try to redraw for something good, I guess. Any items in there? I don't think so. None in here either. I think we want the lab. We don't have to redraw now, so yeah, the lab. And let's get an experiment going. after we... No, wait, that could be part of the experiment. Oh, and we can also read the emails. Alright, here's a good one. When you say spread dirt on the driveway, that just means a digging spot, right? I'm pretty sure. Each bedroom after the second, an archive floor plan, a shop room. Shop rooms are few and far between, but archive floor plans are pretty easy to come by. They always spawn in after you spawn the archive. So we'll just have to go for the archive. Hang on, wait. Was that other one easier, maybe? Bedroom after the second. I think bedrooms are less rare than shop rooms, but then we would have to draft 3 bedrooms for this to take effect. And we already drafted one of our bedrooms, so it doesn't count. Or does it? I guess it might count to the counter already. If we had the Queen's Gambit, or the King thing, where we could choose bedrooms, this would be great. But we'd have to choose bedrooms before we even saw the experiment, so you can't really strategize for this thing in advance. Well, I guess we're doing this. We don't really mind the bedrooms. Especially if we're not trying to go too far to the north. We're just trying to see what rooms we can get. Gems? A lockpick kit. That's better, I guess. Okay. Yeah, give it the chapel. We'll pay the toll. But we won't go inside right now. Because we want to redraw from this room first. The 4-way is nice, but it's not the best usage. I say we redraw, even if the utility closet might be good. Let's just try to get something better. Commissary. Items are nice, sure. Yeah, go for items, I guess. Oh, no gems. Damn. I should have gone for the utility box. Yeah, just draft this now. We'll go for it later, though. Any coins? No coins. Great. If we had the damn gems, I should have gone for the gems. Whatever. Just give us the corridor. And you know I forgot to read the emails. I guess we can do that now. Although... Let's go back after we dead-end it. Because we'll have to come back here anyway after we make a dead end. Oh, great. The same problem. I would have gladly made the greenhouse, but we don't have the gems. Just give us the, I don't know, the pantry. Alright, that worked. I guess the den is the best option here and we get a gem. We are inadvertently making our way back south, I guess. Can't open that. Not even with a lockpick. Damn, I want the library, but it goes nowhere. I want the less common floor plans. This would be useless, and this is also... Well, I guess... We're spending our last gem, sure. I'm really feeling the cost of gems right now. Alright, we'll just take a look through this and call it an episode. Draxus the Dead. Dead-end rooms are more common today. Oh goody. Which is actually good because we have the tomb. The twins, a pair of chests at the entrance hall. If we can open that, sure. And the key. Great. We got a key, just what we wanted. But do we use the key on the box, or any upcoming doors? I'll try to decide in between episodes. Now would be a good time to take a break.